Hi, Dr. Liz here with Conversations for Effective Living and the Hypnotize Me podcast. Today's topic is a mom topic, and it's about being touched out. So moms will talk about this, particularly when they have kids that are very, very cuddly. So it's either a baby, a toddler, even a larger kid that wants to be touched all the time. Like they're always right against you. They want to cuddle. They're on top of you when you're watching a show together. You know, when they're little baby, they even follow you around the house. They want to be right beside you. And moms have different levels of sensitivity in themselves, whether their system gets overloaded or not. So sometimes some moms, they really get overstimulated. Like it is a real effect that the kid's been touching them so much on the skin that they don't want to be touched by anybody else. Okay, so when does this show up? It often shows up later when their partner wants to have sex. And they're like, well, why don't you want to be touched? And it's like, oh my God, I've been touched all day long. And they're done. Okay, they really are done. And what I recommend for this is that there's some transition time for them from being the mom, and maybe they're even lying down to get the baby to go to sleep. And, you know, that's still touch, or they're rubbing it back or something like that, to allow themselves to come out of the baby's room or the child's room and relax for a little in a spot where there's no demand to be touched. So that may be in a chair, at the kitchen table, who knows, wherever that is for you, but where you can transition a little bit, where you can have a cup of tea or read a book or something to where it's not related to parenting and you're not being touched by anybody. And generally, once moms have this time for themselves, let's say 15, 30 minutes, it varies for everybody, then they're willing to be touched again by their partner. They're willing to cuddle with their partner or have sex or do any of the things that the partner wants them to do. So that's my tip for today about how to handle being touched out. All right, have a wonderful week. Remember, there's free stuff over at my website, free hypnosis files you can download, or also subscribe to the podcast, Hypnotize Me, and get all kinds of good information that way too. I'll talk to you soon.